came here to paint and I am just way too distracted by this beauty. The sunset, the rainbow, the calm waves, like everything is just so insanely beautiful. I can't sit down. Oh my gosh. I have just been taking photos and videos for the last 30 minutes as the sky changes so fast. All around me, just constant shifting of light and colors, and I can't get enough. Like, I want to absorb all of it with my eyeballs. Also, I'm taking lots of photos and videos for reference because it changes so quickly. But I brought my paint stuff. I just haven't been able to stop to paint. That feeling of missing out if I sit down to paint and I don't take enough photos or videos, like if it changes quickly and I don't finish my painting, I'll have missed out on all that reference or like experience. Doesn't know if this makes sense. You know, it's a constant struggle of, do I paint or do I take photos? Do I paint or do I experience the place with my eyes and my camera? There's two options. And when the light changes this quickly, you kind of have to choose one. So I tend to choose taking photos and videos so that I have that reference and that inspiration for years to come. So this time of year is really hard because it changes so fast. The sun sets at just before 4 p.m. right now. And before that, it goes down really quick and it changes so much. I keep saying that, but like, it's just hard to do what I usually do. Usually in the summer, I have hours and hours and hours to sit down in one spot and paint. And yes, the light changes, but like not in the same way, not in the sunset way like this. It's so cool. I can't stop staring. So this is one of the things I think about when I'm planning my future workshops. This coming year, 2024, I want to plan in-person workshops. I want to plan people coming here. I'll take them out painting, just experience the insane beauty here. And I worry that this might happen to other people. Like, we'll go somewhere, maybe the light is changing or it's about to rain or something. You know, we might go out exploring all day and only paint one little thing, but I'm hoping they get this same excitement and experience that I always have out here, which is just total overwhelming beauty and just being in awe of nature and awe of the colors and you know, capturing that with your camera and video so you have it for years to come. I don't want people to feel this pressure of like, oh my God, you have to sit down and paint, and then maybe you'll miss out on, I don't know, I'm just rambling. But it's so beautiful. Oh. these colors, these sounds and textures, these moments of warm light stretched across the sky have haunted my visual memory for weeks. And this happens a lot to me. Going somewhere and witnessing something incredibly beautiful, so beautiful and perfect that it gnaws away at me until finally I sit down and paint it. I think I've mentioned in some of my videos that when I'm in the studio, I often struggle to find the same spark of inspiration as when I'm outside on location. When I'm out there in the elements, truly immersed in the beauty, it's all so fresh and I'm so present. I feel like most of the time I create my best work in those moments. However, I don't want to be limited to creating out on location or even only to moments where I feel flooded with inspiration like I am outside. As an artist who makes a living being creative, the idea of waiting around for inspiration is a little too scary. I know it's possible to create good work in the studio. Even years after visiting a place, it can inspire me. But this transition from autumn to winter is always a little bit tough. Now that it's so wet and cold, I'm finding myself inside way more often. And I can easily talk myself out of painting when I don't think anything good will come out of it. That's a dangerous thought in itself, and a path I try to avoid. So recently, my strategy has been to start with a simple challenge. I tell myself I'll sit down and paint for 1 hour. No expectations, but most importantly, no interruptions. I have to make a point to shut my door and shut out my connection to the outside world and go within. Sometimes I'll give myself a theme to work around. In this case, I let those gorgeous cotton candy clouds get me started, letting the paint flow and playing with various strategies on the paper. And when I'm in the flow state, it's the perfect marriage of thought and emotion, letting the total peace and joy I felt on the beach come through in my colors, but applying the technical skills I've learned in order to achieve something I hopefully like. And it doesn't always work out, but that's okay. It's the action that matters. I keep going and I let things happen as they will. So much of my watercolor experience is a let's see what happens mindset. I love working from a place of curiosity, and it's actually a great motivator to staying in the flow state. I often do multiple paintings in one session in order to exhaust that curiosity. The subject matter can be totally random from painting to painting. Usually one painting reminds me of another location and I can pull up photos from that day. So that's my plan for these dark days of winter, to find my flow state again inside. If you've been enjoying the paintings in this video and you want to learn some of these techniques, I have lots of Skillshare classes, one in particular about painting clouds and another one about painting better mountains. So there's lots to choose from. You can try it for free with the link in the description. You can watch my classes along with hundreds of other classes by lots of different artists on all sorts of topics. And using my link to get your membership helps support me. So thanks for that. And I also want to let you know that a couple of the paintings you see in this video are available on my shop. So I'll put a link to that in the description as well. It would be really great to hear from you about what you do to get into your flow state. Do you give yourself a specific theme or a challenge or parameters to work within, or do you just wing it? I think reading about these things in the comments is fascinating, and I know that others read the comments as well, so having lots of different perspectives is great. Here in Scotland, winter has just begun, and I'm actually looking forward to spending a lot of quality time in the studio, finding my flow state, and just seeing what comes out of it. When I'm outside painting, most of the time I'm painting much smaller. So when I'm inside, I have a lot more room to play and I can get my big paper out. But it's a very different challenge for me to use larger brushes, to use different strokes and different techniques to fill the paper. One mistake I've made over and over again is assuming that my techniques are the same when I work small and large, but it's definitely different. Not only do I need bigger brushes to fill larger spaces, but I can also let the paint flow differently than I can on a smaller piece of paper, and I can use my spray bottle and just different techniques. So it's a lot of fun, and I do grow a lot as an artist. And who knows, maybe in a month or two, I will be tackling my big 18 by 24 inch paper, which I haven't used in a long time. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up this video now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the likes and the comments and support. I will see you all again, and I hope you're having a wonderful winter and the holiday season. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.